Welcome to Las Vegas Youth Bowling Tour. Bowling on 13 is our varsity leader, Sebastian Huffman, going in the leadoff spot. So, qualifying wise is how we did this is you're A, you can go first. Yep. You chose to be A.
Yeah, I'm
right?
just making sure I'm the last.
You're good. Thanks, guys. So, again, so how we broke this down is this is all scratch all the time, Las Vegas Youth Bowling Tour. And 175 and up, 174 and below. So lane 11 is our JV, 174 and below. We got Miss Audrey Andrews. She's 16 years old. Arborview is the school that she goes to. She has an amazing bowling coach in Bill Hall. Obviously, you'll see that here coming up. She is competing against our second qualifier, qualified second, and his name is JT, little JT Birdie, 10 years old. Little two-hander. So what happened was Audrey qualified, led the 16 bowlers in the JV section. She was first, JT was second, and third place was Gerard Barsinchen. Pretty good little field here going on. On the right lane, we have Sebastian Huffman, as we talk about. Sebastian led his squad, the varsity. Sebastian is 14 years old, and he is bowling Mr. Daniel Hong from California, two-hander, an amazing player. I've worked with him a couple times. Looks like he's gone down to Kegel, done some serious work there with Dell, Warren. Just really good player. So Daniel actually qualified third. Sebastian was first, Daniel was third, and second place was our young man, 14 years old, just moved here from Florida, Mr. Earl Garner. So Earl lost to Daniel, 2-0 to 170. So this is our finals match. We bowled on a 35-foot boardwalk V2 pattern. Very tricky. Our ultimate goal for our Las Vegas youth is all scratch all the time. It's going to be brackets, everything that we do. But ultimately our goal here in Las Vegas is very simple. Obviously to grow bowling, grow youth bowling. But we also want to educate our young people. We want to educate bowlers. More importantly, or as important, we want to educate parents. There's JT. We want to educate the parents on tournaments too, because so we had 31 bowlers today. I would guess that 80% of the parents have never bowled in the tournament, or their kids have never bowled in the tournament, so it's been pretty cool. So we want to educate, make sure that we're educating everybody, as long as our kids on patterns and scratch. But the patterns that we're going to be using are going to be the easiest ones, probably going to be 4-1. Most of them are going to be 4-1, 3-1. And we just want to make this about spares. We want to get our kids better with making spares. So again, Daniel bowling on the right lane. Real good spare shooter. Oh, hit it. Good bowling. Been fun. Again, 31 bowlers. We had Clay Reese from Utah brought his kids in. He brought his kids and another supporter. So we had 3 kids from Utah, 2 from California. This is going to be a monthly tournament here at the Santa Fe, and we're going to call it a tour, but probably bowl with Sunset. We're looking at different places as we grow this tournament club. This is a volunteer tournament club, tournament tour. Board members, myself, Phil Platko, Ben Huffman, and Mike Reese. Huge support from Kathy McCluskey at Santa Fe here and her staff. But this is going to be the beginning of something. Oh, hit it, JT. Oh, man. JT, Little John. But it's truly amazing that we had 31 bowlers out here. COVID, we kept our distancing. We did the right things. So it's been a really good, pretty good event. I want to take this time and a shout out as we create our board. We have a board, like I said, we're creating a volunteer board, but we're also right. Okay. So as I kind of go through the program, Ben just handed me a sheet just as a reminder because I have a bad memory. So we're creating an advisory staff. It's going to be Hall of Fame members in the Las Vegas area. Right now we have Kathy McCluskey as an advisory staff. Hit it! Nice shot, Audrey. And we also Frenchie Letourneau, Hall of Famer, journalist. Oh, nice shot. Nice shot, Daniel. So we're creating a Las Vegas Bowlers Helping Youth Bowling. Las Vegas Bowling Helping Youth Bowling. And what that is going to be is there's going to be people who donate money to be able to help grow this. Again, this is a volunteer tournament tour. All monies stay in this program. All monies go back to the kids. Myself and Ben and Mike are, we're putting up the upfront money right now to get this thing going. Again, there's no profit in this. So with the Bowlers Helping Bowlers, Frenchie Letourneau donated $100 cash. David Allen, Coach Dave Allen, donated $100 cash. Today, what we did with the $100 cash from Frenchie is our two highest females in each division. So let me repeat that, sorry. In each division, the highest non-cashing female in the varsity division, the highest non-casher in the JV, all received $50 smart money. So amazing, right? So in the varsity division, the highest female bowler was Ava McLaughlin. Somebody who works really hard on her game, super proud of her, making a lot of changes, been down to Kegel. Randy Stoughton's worked with her. Amazing student athlete. The money that Dave Allen put in, $100, we had unique. What we did is we had Storm Ball Raffle. Storm is helping us out, sponsoring us. I want to thank you, Storm. Thank you so much, Leanne Halsenberg, Gary Halsenberg, and Blair. I love you guys. Love everything that Storm is doing with bowling. So that $100, what we did is with the $50, we had the ball raffle. We also used the raffle for to give away $50 money to a student athlete. And who won that? That was Sebastian Huffman who won that $50. So out of 31 kids, nice draw. So Sebastian got an extra $50 cash donated by David Allen, Coach David. And Frenchie wanted this one-time event being our first tournament, which I thought was a great idea. One of the $50 went to the person who bowled the lowest score of the tournament. Obviously, we did not advertise this, so we're not going to do this probably ever again. But our whole thought process is a little girl who I work with. She's 10 years old, Layla Wilson. She finished the lowest. She's 10 years old. She has been bowling for less than a year. Throws it really, really good, and she's going to be a really good player. Just amazing. So what happened is now that $50 goes to her, and this is going to be her first time ever bowling a tournament. So we get to open up smart money with $50 to that. So again, I can't thank Frenchie and Dave Allen enough for their donation. All that money went back to the kids. All right, so bowling over on 13, Sebastian is throwing a pitch black. think he had that on this 35-foot Boardwalk V2 pattern. And his opponent, Mr. Daniel Hong, is throwing a purple hammer. And I know Daniel likes a little 500 grit action, so we work on surfaces all the time with our kids. JT is throwing a fever pitch. Don't know what he did to surfaces. Don't know what he did with surfaces, but he's throwing his fever pitch. And Audrey's throwing her Brunswick twist, and I know Dad put some 500 on that ball, so giving her a little bit of look. So in the 7th frame right now on lane 11 with JT bowling. I don't know if you guys can see the score or not. So JT has 92 in the, Audrey has 92 in the 7th frame on an open. Little JT has 103 in the 6th, shooting at a spare. So he's up by about 21 pins. If he picks this up, right around 20 pins. Over on lane 13, Daniel just missed a bucket. Going on lane 13, we got Sebastian up now. They're going starting in the 8th frame. Sebastian has 113 in the 6th. A spare or a strike here would give him 133 in the 7th. Daniel opened in the 7th, giving him 132. So Sebastian can stay clean here or strike here. He's going to be up by 1 pin going forward. Audrey, she's got to get that ball. Again, we talked to the kids a lot today. Got to get the balls to float toward the gutter. Create their break point right. Create their angle maybe at a 10 pin, but we've got to get the ball to float right. So if their angle entry, or so if they're at the arrows, if they're squared up to be at 7 to the front part of the lane, throwing it at the 10 pin, I wanted the kids to be able to, instead of hitting 7, I wanted to hit 6-5. We got to get the ball to go a little left to right off their hand. With the right surfaces, allowed this pattern to play pretty good. I think there was only one person. Sebastian averaged 210 for the day. I think there was only one person over. So I don't have all that information. I get thrusted into this position of talking. Go figure. Everybody knows I like to talk a lot. Daniel shooting at a 210. So Daniel has 140 in the 8th frame. Sebastian, starting in the 9th frame, has 133 in the 7th. So a spare here would give him 150. A strike here would give him a commanding lead on lane 13. Again, I want to thank Storm. I appreciate you guys. Santa Fe Stations Casinos. Our next tournament is going to be March 6th. Oh, Sebastian doubled in the, so he's got a strike in the 8th, strike in the 9th, giving him an easy 200. So to put any pressure on Sebastian, Daniel's going to have to strike out here. He's up at a 9th frame. He's got to strike out to shoot 2-0 even. So entry fee to bowl this is $50. Again, it's all about education. Great shot, Daniel. It's all about education. So with that $50, we give every kid a bracket. Every youth bowler a bracket includes. So we had. You have the bracket list, bracket sheet. You guys have the bracket sheet? Or I took a picture of it, but so to give you just a little bit of an idea, every kid got a bracket. We're going to teach them about brackets. I'm just talking about brackets now. I took a picture of it. Oh, perfect. Okay.
And then go back.
So, just to give you an idea. So again, kids that have no idea they all sell them cash. That locks it up for Sebastian. He can shoot 223. He can shoot 223, and that locks that up. Got a little bit of a match going on over here. JT is up by 40 going in. So to give you a little idea of how the brackets went, I've got Audrey Andrews, $25. Ava McLaughlin, $25. Daniel Hong, 10. How ironic is that, right? He qualifies 3rd. Earl Garner, $25 in smart money. JT Verdi, little 10-year-old right here, $10. Jordan Gill with a cash of $35. Good job right there. Sebastian, $25 in smart money. Seth Stovall, $10. Troy Reardon with $10. So again, we're making this as educational as possible. Teach kids and parents how to bowl for action. So we did a step ladder, great idea. Ben Huffman came up with this idea for step ladder. Again, we want to educate our kids. We want them to understand that even if you're a 130 average bowling a 160, anybody can beat anybody. Pick up your spares. Pick up your spares. All right, so should lock that up. Audrey had a strike there in the 10th. She didn't, so it's a 138 for Miss Audrey Andrews. And little JT already has that beat. So here's the funny thing, right? So JT's right on the cusp of JV varsity. So he bowled JV because he's in the JV section, right, by one pin. But after this win today, we are looking at a 10-year-old varsity player for our March 6th tournament. So again, I want to thank everybody for coming out. This is the first of what's going to be a long time thing. So in the summer, we're looking at having some Fridays or some Saturday, Sunday tournaments. Maybe with some sweepers on Fridays, so we can start getting some kids in town from all over the place. Again, we want to grow Las Vegas bowling. We also want to grow bowling around the area. Jeff Hemmer doing a great job at the JBT, so we want to grow bowling in Vegas so when our kids can start traveling, they can start competing. Really, really cool. And also, you know, our kids starting to travel more with junior gold and Ava, Sebastian, kids traveling back east to compete. We want to be able to compete at a high level, get them ready for college bowling. So overall, great job, JT. Proud of you, man. Good job, brother. Hey, guess what? You get to go to Varsity next week, next tournament. Again, last thing, thanks Santa Fe, thank Catherine McCloskey. Storm Bowling, thank you very much for all you guys do for youth bowling, and thanks for helping us get started.